one.
The following is a presentation of the Missouri Sports Network.
Well, hello again, everybody, and welcome to High School Game Day here on the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. And as always, brought to you by Lyona Labor's Local 663. Hey, reminding us to drive safely in those work zones. Those folks want to go home to their families as well. I know a lot of you may be headed out here to high school action throughout the state, whether it be volleyball, softball, or district football has begun, and we'll cover that. But later on in the show, we'll be hearing from our Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athletes of the Week. You'll hear from Fairgrove football player Kellen Lair, Mount Vernon football player Braden Dotson. You'll hear from the new record holder, national record holder from Bramer High School, Jordan Haley. Paige Bowman from Glendale will talk about her state championship in golf. Nixa's Dylan Rabore and Parker Mahan will talk about their Athletes of the Week nomination, as well as Springfield Area Quarterback Club Players of the Year. And you'll hear from Will Geary from Valley Park High School. He's a soccer player who set the points total, career points total, this past week at Valley Park at 149. And maybe even sneak in a little Jax Glendenning, an interview that we did a few weeks ago from Lebanon High School. But first off, we're going to talk a little bit about the district football matchups tonight. We'll start off in Class 6, brought to you by Silo Ridge Golf and Country. Silo Ridge Golf and Country Club here in Bolivar, Missouri, one of the nicest golf courses in the entire state. Go by and check them out at Silo Ridge Golf and Country Club. Class 6 District 1, Seckman is the 1 seed, and they receive a bye. Jackson's the 2 seed, and they also receive a bye. So tonight will be Oakville versus Northwest in a 4-5 matchup. And Fox will travel to Lindbergh in Class 6 District 1. In Class 6 District 2, CBC will get the only bye there, as Vianney will travel to Lafayette in a 4-5 matchup. And next week will be Francis Howell traveling to Kirkwood. In Class 6 District 3, DeSmet and Rittenauer get the byes. Tonight you'll feature Hazelwood West traveling to Pattonville, and Hazelwood Central will be at St. Louis University High School. In Class 6 District 4, Troy Buchanan gets the bye, and the 4-5 matchup will be Francis Howell Central at Hickman. Next week in the 2-3 matchup will be Rockbridge hosting St. Dominic. As we move into Class 6 District 5, we welcome to High School Game Day from Alan Hilliard Sports. Alan Hilliard. Alan, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing great here, Guy.
Now, you've got a matchup tonight that you're covering, and that'll be in that Class 6 District 5 where Nixa gets the bye. And tonight will be the only game in that district going on. Will be Waynesville traveling to Ozark in that 4-5 matchup. And obviously, you're covering Waynesville.
Yes, it would be a rematch from earlier this year where I believe it was a 1-point ball game earlier in the season. So Waynesville does have some injuries, but Nixa also, I'm sure, has a few injuries along there. So it should be a pretty good game. Figure in the last 2 games, these 2 teams have had a 4-point difference going back since last season.
And of course, we're referring to Ozark, and as Waynesville will make their way to Ozark, Kickapoo will be at Joplin, and those games are next week, as that just is a 5-team district, and obviously Nixa is the overwhelming favorite in this district.
Yes, the winner of this will play Nixa, and coming out of this district, it's going to be a pretty tough effort for one of these teams to overcome Nixa in a district title game.
As you look around, we'll move into that Class 6 District 6 where Lee Summit North is, who is, I believe, the 3rd-ranked team just behind Nixa in the state, and Lee Summit North receives a bye. Tonight, the only game in that district will be Raymore Peculiar, who's had a really tough season, and they will travel to Lee Summit West. And then next week, Rockhurst, the 3 seed, will travel to Lee Summit, who Lee Summit North narrowly beat here in Week 9 to secure that one seed. In Class 6 District 7, at Blue Springs South receives the bye. The 4-5 matchup will be Truman at Blue Springs. And then Liberty North next week will travel to Liberty. Liberty North is the defending Class 6 state champion, and they're the 3 seed in that district. And in Class 6 District 8, Park Hill will receive the bye. They await the winner of Staley, who will be at Park Hill South. Next week in the 2-3 matchup will be Oak Park hosting North Kansas City. We'll go back up here and cover the 8-man football districts. In District 1, Lockwood receives a bye. The 4-5 matchup will be Jasper traveling to Liberal. And next week will be New Heights Christian at Greenfield. And in 8-man football District 2, Archie, the 1 seed, receives a bye. The 4-5 matchup will be Osceola at Rich Hill. Next week will be Drexel at Appleton City. In District 3, Concordia receives the bye. And Sweet Springs tonight will travel to St. Paul Lutheran. And Northwest gets a bye as well. And tonight you'll see Keatsville traveling to Slater. And in 8-man District 4, Bramer is the 1 seed. And we'll hear from Bramer head coach here later on in the show with his record-setting quarterback, Jordan Haley. Bramer gets the 1. Santa Fe will be at Oric tonight. Hardin Central is the 2 seed. They receive a bye tonight, and Southwest will travel to Wellington Napoleon. In 8-man District 5, Bishop LeBlond gets the bye as the 1 seed. St. Joe Christian, the 2 seed, they also receive a bye. The 4-5 matchup tonight will be DeKalb at Northland Christian, and Stewartsville will be at Plattsburgh in a 3-6 matchup. And in District 6, Rockport and Nottoway, West Nottoway, receive byes. Rockport, the 1 seed. West Nottoway, the 2 seed. Tonight will be Tarkio at Mound City in the 4-5 game, and South Holt will be at North Andrew in the 3-6 matchup. And in 8-man District 7, Albany receives a bye, as does Platte Valley, the 2 seed, receive a bye. Tonight, Pattonsburg will be at Kings City in the 4-5 matchup, and last night, Worth County defeated Stanberry in the 3-6 matchup 60-0. And in District 8, North Shelby receives the bye. Princeton will be at Knox County tonight. Next week will be Schuyler County at Paris. In Class 1, brought to you by Bambino's Italian Cafe at East Battlefield and Lone Pine. Hey, come by and join us on Monday for the Quarterback Club Awards Banquet. We will recognize our Coaches of the Year from Springfield City, the Springfield area, small and large schools. In Class 1, District 1, St. Vincent receives the bye. The only game going on tonight in Class 1 District 1 will be the 8-9 matchup, and that's Louisiana at Veritas Christian. All the other games are next week. In Class 1 District 2, Tipton receives a first-round bye, and West Strand also receives a bye. The only game tonight will be the 8-9 game, which will be Lynn at Crestridge. And in Class 1 District 3, Marionville, the 1 seed, number 2 ranked in the state, they receive a bye, as does Adrian, the 2 seed. This is an unusually large district with 10 teams. So tonight there will be 2 games, as Miller will travel to Kabul and Skyline will be at Lincoln. In Class 1 District 4, Penny, the 1 seed, they receive a bye. The only game in that district this week was played last night, as Maysville, the 9 seed, defeats Gallatin, the 8 seed, 27-20, and they will now travel to Penny. Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks brings you Class 2. Class 2 District 1, Valley Catholic is the 1 seed. They receive a bye. Tonight will be Kelly at New Madrid County in the 4-5 matchup. Portageville will travel to Caruthersville. Scott City will be at East Prairie. Class 2 District 2, Herman is the 1 seed, and they receive a bye. Tonight's games will be Grandview at St. Pius, Montgomery County at Bowling Green, and Priory at Jefferson. In Class 1 District 3, Lafayette County receives the bye. South Callaway will be at North Callaway tonight. Lexington will be at Father Tolton, and Carrollton will be at Centralia. Class 2 District 4, there's 8 teams in this district, and tonight the 1 seed, Fairgrove will host Willow Springs. Clever will be at Thayer. Springfield Catholic is at Mountain View Liberty. And Houston is at Ava. Class 5, District 5, Warsaw is the 1 seed, and they receive a bye. Tonight will be El Dorado Springs at Sircoxie. Pleasant Hope will be at Lamar, and Diamond will be at Stockton. Class 2, District 6, Pembroke Hill receives the bye. It'll be Butler at Sherwood, Hogan Prep at KIPP KC Legacy, and Lone Jack will be at Holden. In Class 2, District 7, South Shelby gets the bye as the 1 seed. Macon will be at Mark Twain. Highland will be at Monroe City. Clark County will be at Palmyra. And in Class 2, District 8, 1 game played last night in that district, but Brookfield gets the bye. Tonight, Lawson will be at Harrison, and last night, the 2 seed Mid Buchanan defeat Lathrop 58-0. And then in the 3-6 matchup, East Buchanan will be at Trenton. Class 3, brought to you by Central Bank of the Ozarks. In Class 3, District 1, Dexter gets the bye. Tonight will be Potosi at Fredericktown. Kennett will be at Park Hill Central. Herculaneum will be at St. Genevieve. Class 3, District 2, Borgia receives the bye. Lutheran South will be at Live for Life. That game will be played Saturday, as will Owensville at John Burroughs. Tonight we'll have Principia at St. Clair. Class 3, District 3, St. Charles West receives the bye. Hallsville is at Winfield. Duchesne is at Wright City. Fulton is at Moberly. Class 3, District 4, Blair Oaks, the 1 seed, they receive the bye. California will be at Southern Boone. Versailles will be at Booneville, and Eldon will be at Knobnoster. Class 3, District 5, Stratford is the 1 seed, and you'll be hearing from Stratford head coach Tim Hester and Ryder Ross later on in the show today. St. James will be at Cuba tonight. Buffalo is at Mount Vernon. First time that those two have ever played in their history. Salem will be at Mountain Grove. Class 3, District 6, Seneca is the 1 seed, and right now probably the favorite to win the state title. Aurora will be at Reed Spring. Hollister is at Forsyth, and East Newton is at Cassville. Class 3, District 7, Odessa receives the bye. University Academy will be at Summit Christian. Kansas City Central will be at St. Michael. Clinton will be at Oak Grove. And in Class 3, District 8, Richmond is your 1 seed and receives the bye. Benton will be at Cameron. St. Joe Lafayette will be at Maryville. Northeast Kansas City will be at Chillicothe. Bringing you Class 4 district matchups presented by Liuna Laborers Local 663. Feel the power. Class 4 District 1, Festus receives the bye. DeSoto will be at North County, Windsor at Perryville, and Sykeston will be at Hillsboro. And in Class 4 District 2, Gateway receives the bye. Roosevelt will be at Union. Afton will be at Sullivan, and Bayless will be at Pacific. Class 4 District 4, or District 3, Lutheran North, the 1 seed, after a huge win last week over Cardinal Ritter, they receive the bye. Confluence Prep will be at Jennings. Soldan will be at Miller Career Academy. Normandy at University City. Class 4 District 4, Parkway North receives the bye. Fort Zumwalt East will be at Clayton. Lutheran St. Charles will be at Orchard Farm. St. Charles will be at Westminster Christian, and that game will be on Saturday. Class 4 District 5, Warrenton receives the bye as the 1 seed. Fort Zumwalt South will be at Osage. Mexico will be at Kirksville, and Holt will be at Hannibal. Class 6 District 6, West Plains is the 1 seed, and they receive a bye. Marshall will be at Logan Rogersville. McDonald County will be at Carl Junction, and Monette travels to Bolivar. And in District 7, Pleasant Hill, the 1 seed, they receive the bye. Grandview will be at Harrisonville. Marshall will be at Warrensburg, and Raytown South will be at Nevada. And in Class 4 District 8, Kearney's the 1 seed. Excelsior Springs will be at Van Horn. Central will be at Smithville. Southeast will be at Savannah. Your Class 5 district schedule brought to you by Great Southern Bank. Great Southern Bank with more than 100 locations in 6 states. Great Southern Bank. They care as much about your money as you do and understanding what really matters. Member FDIC. Class 5 District 1, Cardinal Ritter is the 1 seed. Melville will be at St. Mary's. Webster Groves at Cape Central. Poplar Bluff at Farmington. Class 5 District 2, Eureka is the 1 seed. Parkway West will be at Washington. Parkway Central at Lafayette. And Parkway South at Rockwood Summit. And in Class 5 District 3, Hazelwood East is the 1 seed. Ladue will be at Riverview Gardens. That game will be played on Saturday. Tonight, McClure will be at MICDS, and McClure North will be at Chaminade. In Class 4 District 4, Fort Zumwalt North receives the bye. Battle will be at Fort Zumwalt West. Francis Howell North will be at Liberty, and Timberland will be at North Point. Class 5 District 5, Hawaii is the 1 seed. Camdenton will be at Rolla. Smith Cotton will be at Capital City. Jeff City will be at Lebanon. Class 5 District 6, Branson is the 1 seed. Glendale will be at Willard. Another rematch there as well. Coach Frank Tristan, head coach at Glendale, goes to his old team, the Willard Tigers. Republic will be at Springfield Central, and Hillcrest will be at Parkview. And in Class 5 District 7, Carthage receives the bye. Raytown will be at Neosho. Ruskin will be at Green Valley, and Belton will be at Webb City. And in Class 5 District 8, Platte County is the 1 seed. Winnetonka will be at St. Joe Central. William Chrisman will be at St. Pius X, and Lincoln Prep will be at Fort Osage. And that'll wrap up our football schedule for tonight and Saturday, and a couple of 3 games played last night. Just updating the Final Four in softball. Class 5 semifinals were played yesterday. Lafayette defeated Liberty North. Liberty North 6-0. Rockbridge defeated Elias Catholic 7-0. In the Class 4 semifinals yesterday, Belton defeated Corhezu 12-3, and Father Tolton defeated Westminster 1-0. Kind of updating just the action that's going on right now at the time of this recording. After 3 innings, St. Elizabeth was leading Stanberry, and Gallatin is 1-0 there, and Gallatin is leading Paris 4-1 in Class 1 semifinals, and that game has gone to the 7th, and we'll update that, and it is a final as Gallatin hangs on. They defeat Paris 4-3 in the Class 1 semifinals. 4-3. So congratulations as they move into the championships. You're listening to the Missouri Sports Network at MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage.